Well, hey, Aquarius, how about a reading about what you are healing as we go through this powerful season? Many changes out there in the cosmos coming in, and there's healing energy for you, which I will talk about as it comes up. We're going to begin with a card from Mystic Mondays Tarot. Not to be confused with Manic Mondays Tarot, song from my youth and perhaps yours. And then we'll ask some cards of the Good Tarot, some questions of the Good Tarot. And just come along, follow me. I'll lead the way here. So, you are healing your Queen of Swords. Woo, getting some clarity. Or maybe you've been acting too much in this super direct honesty where you just cut people out of your life because they're not good for you. Something around that is what you're healing. Air, your element, but we'll ask more about that. Few things going on underneath the surface here to add insight. So this is a healing of your Queen of Swords in some way. There's something here about control. You can see all of these balls are neatly put into this box. They're contained. It's a little bit of a small world view, or a lot of a small world view. So there's control here. There's also an ending and a beginning, the world, end of a major life cycle that's in play here. All these colors are all of these like purples and blues. The Seven of Pentacles. This is about having put in the work. You watered this tree and you're waiting for the fruit to grow on it. In this case, we can see fruit is growing on this tree. We see the moon there. I see the 4 stars next to that moon. So there's definitely something going on in the sky that you need to pay attention to. It's definitely involving itself in this project that I think you felt you were just doing on your own here. But you're watering this beautiful tree. It's bearing fruit. I really see how this sort of gauzy nightgown this woman is wearing as she waters this tree. It's very mysterious, but also very revealing, right? So it's like so much about seeing the truth that kind of goes back here with our Queen of Swords, seeing through. And the moon signifies secrets, illusions, mysteries, the depths. So very wintry, purpley spread here so far. All right, well, the Good Tarot wanted to talk to you. The Tarot of the She also wanted to talk to you, like, strongly. And I have agreed that we will use that tarot when I do a collective of dog people. So if you are born the year of the dog, you might want to check out that reading. I'll do that a little bit later here to this afternoon. I finish with the fixed sign. So let's find out what's happening with Aquarius. We have Pisces moving into Aquarius on the 23rd, right after the full moon. The new moon, which will be in Aries. So you might have some feels about that. Let's see what's going on. We're going to ask, first of all, what is the nature of this change or the element? And we can see there's something here to do with balance. 2 of Earth, a very beautiful ethereal image. She's got the 2 balls. I notice she seems to be choosing one and neglecting the other at the moment, but we should see her in motion. There's some kind of beastie right here that I see, which I've never noticed before. These cards are full of hidden images, and if you look closely at that. So the element here is Earth. It's very much in your 3D life that this Queen of Swords is acting and perhaps healing in some way. We will find out more. Practical advice that the practical advice refers us again to the moon. It's very impractical. It's a mystery what you should do in this process of healing. But it can also literally be that you go on a moon journey. Moon journey is not easy. There's something also, it could just literally be about the moon, this new moon in Aries that I already just mentioned. I can't remember why I mentioned it. Maybe because I was talking about this. Like, there's something happening here that's that you want to wait for, you want to pay attention to. The moon journey is also, or more traditionally, about going into your darkness, exploring the things that you don't want to look at. And so if you haven't done that, check that out. Do that work. Get some help. We will clarify and see if it's more specifically about what this practical advice is, Aquarius. Now, this is the impractical advice. This is representing that Saturn has just moved into Pisces, the taskmaster, that practical, how are you going to get it done? And Pisces, a dreamier energy. This is about your dream, your flow as you go through this process of healing. Now, Scorpio got this, a different tower, but also a tower in this position. This is a surprise. This is an ending. This is something built on a shaky foundation coming down. It's usually very much coming, the universe does it unless you do it first. You know something is built on a shaky foundation. I think Aquarius, because I always think of you as having this larger purpose that's more than your individual self. There's something here about Earth and Moon and transformation. It's just a Scorpio energy, the tower, bringing things down so that you can build them up again. Scorpio got a very similar, it had the tower here in a totally different spread. So we will clarify and see what it specifically means for you in this same position of the dream and flow of this healing process. Okay, what is hidden from you that the tarot wants you to know that you need to know? We have the Eight of Earth. Very much practical energy here, right? Because this is the element. It's almost like this is about work, Aquarius. It's about learning to make beautiful music, or in some way music is important. So whatever this is you are healing, it may be that music helps you. So the cards suggest listening to music, learning to play music. Like if you always wanted to play an instrument, that would help in a way that's unexpected. And it's the card that follows the Seven of Pentacles, which is a part of the underlying energy here. It seems like a very important card to me in this spread. The end of control, and then seeing the fruits of your labor. I'm still actually not clear on what this Queen of Swords, this is what the healing is about. So it's like, maybe simply that you get clarity that helps you act. We will see how you embody this in the future. Fantastic, the sun. So we got the moon, and now we have the sun. The moon says you need to know yourself better by going into your darkness. The sun sees you in the future, knowing yourself in your authentic being, free. This is the happiest card in the tarot. It's a card, one of several cards, about wish fulfillment. And I always read it as being about authenticity because in the traditional Rider Waite Smith, we see a naked baby on a horse with a freak flag flying. This sun card is like not only being happy and fulfilled. The sunflowers make me think of the Queen of Wands. It makes me think about how she is the queen of the law of attraction. That seems to be coming up quite a bit in the larger collective. that we need to remember that what we focus on, if it's negative, we're going to get that. But we can focus on the new earth, on the vision, on the dream. And that if we focus beautifully on the positive, on our dream, on our wish, the sun says, we see you fulfilled. We see you basically embodying the sun in the future as a result of this process of healing. So we're going from, remember, all these cool colors. Now, there's warm colors in this deck. You can see that here. There's a warmth growing on this tree. The fruit makes me think of the sun. But the thing is, she's working under the moon, watering this tree to bear this sunlight. So there's some work here to be done. This is what's part of what's hidden here, in addition to, but there's also something, there's a surprise coming in. And in a way, you can just surrender to the tower here. It's right there on your path. There's really no going around it for you, my friend. Okay, what's going on underneath this deck? Ooh, I love this card. Beautiful. Okay, got a few cards under the surface here, underlying energies. This seems important in general. We've got the 10 of Earth. This is, you're all completely assured of security, abundance, protection. It's unusual to see a solitary figure with, and here she has her wolf with her, so it's a cross-species kind of family that we have here. Usually the 10 is about having everything with others, not necessarily. Yeah, so there's something here about abundance, security, certainty. You can really count on the earth. Lean on the earth. Count on the earth. Earth is here to support you. You also have strength, the ability to rise to your higher self, to tame your inner beast, represented by the lion. Leo, card of Leo, one of your fellow fixed signs. So we got the wolf, the lion. There is more wish fulfillment. This is emotional fulfillment. This is you fulfill your own wishes in a 9 of water. Solitary, nine of pentacles and 9 of water are solitary. This card actually makes me think of a 9 of pentacles, but it's a 10. Because the 9 of pentacles is about self-sovereignty. 9 of water, wish fulfillment. And then, speaking of the law of attraction, the 3 of fire. Here you are, riding towards your vision. Sometimes the 3 is a waiting energy. This is not. It is a going towards something that you have envisioned, reminding us again of the association I make here with the sunflowers to the queen of the law of attraction. And I love her. She is magical. She knows where she's headed. I love the expression that she looks out at us from her funny little ship. She seems to know where she's going. There's all of this happening in the sky here. Wow. Okay, Aquarius. Now, before all this reading, the Dark Tarot insisted that I clarify. Usually I wait till this point to clarify, or pick the deck to clarify, but Aquarius, the sword of naked ladies and lots of swords, wants to talk to you. It's a very heroic journey when you get the Dark Tarot involved. I think the moon journey here suggests that you need to think in these terms of adventuring into the darkness. But let's see here. We're going to clarify the nature of this healing of the Queen of Swords. Getting a hold of the truth and wielding it, often mercilessly. 2 of Earth says, stay grounded, stay balanced. There's your Queen of Wands. There she is, the sexiest queen in the tarot. Queen of the Law of Attraction. What you focus on will be. Secondly, and remember, there's two choices. Do you focus on the positive or do you focus on the negative? That's what I'm going to get out of that. Then we have a 10 of Wands. There is a burden that you can put down. There's also very much the hero about to set off on her journey in this particular 10 of Wands. She's awesome. She's got 3 swords. So since I really think actually of our Queen of Swords here, using the truth, going off on a journey. This dark tarot is unusual in that almost every card, the person is bearing a weapon, a sword usually. And then that we get the Queen of Swords. It seems very perfect. Death. There's that Tower energy. The Death card. Card of Scorpio. Card of transformation. Inevitable change. Wow. I don't think I really look at this card when I get it. I just am like, yeah, Death, Scorpio, transformation. But that's a fantastic heroine right there. Yeah, so definitely the Dark Tarot adds quite a bit here to your journey. So we have the Queen of Wands putting down a burden and setting off on a journey that is, the healing process is transformative. And it's certainly about shifting into, from the moon, a moon exploration that needs your heroism, that needs the insight and the clarity and the light brought by the sword that the Queen of Swords brings, that these characters of the Dark Tarot bring to this journey, that you set off on this journey of healing into the moon. Let's find out about this practical advice, which I say is not practical at all, but we can thank Saturn for being our taskmaster and setting us off on the hardest thing you ever do in your life. And, I think there's more than one moon journey in my experience, but let's see, what's yours about here, Aquarius? Ooh, the Empress. Wow, Mother of Earth herself. So if you're Aquarian and thinking big and thinking about saving the planet, that's here. What else? 6 of Wands, victory. Fantastic. That is about being recognized by others. 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Where do I think we already... Yeah, you've seen that. It's the same as this card, 3 of Fire. 3 of Wands comes in here as like 3 heroes. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm misreading. It's a 5. The 5 of Wands. That image makes a lot more sense. It's competition, chaos. It looks like a battle. It does look here like you're going in like the Empress, like in your full power. Like the Queen of Swords, the Empress, like you're going forth in full power. You got the 6 of Wands reinforcing that you're victorious. You will prevail, but you are entering a battle. It could be a battle with your inner demons. The moon, it suggests that because it's a journey inward. The moon could also simply tell you that the cards aren't really able to give you a clear sense of how to win, but they just know that you can trust that you will win, because the moon is about the unknown. It can also be about the magical, intuitive, secret realm, that you have access to that, and you're going to be able to trust that you prevail in this conflict with yourself or with people on the outside, whatever that is. Now your dreamy advice, your Piscean message, how to flow as you go through this process of healing. It's a very heroic journey. Is the Tower. So let's find out more about the Tower. Four of Cups. A little ho-hum, been there, done that. Don't expect much. Small world view. Kind of like, yeah, I don't expect much. Kind of like the Four of Pentacles as I'm being controlling because I don't want to lose what I have. The Four of Cups is a similar energy that it just needs to be moved out of. The Tower will help. There's a King of Swords. King of Swords, much like the Strength card, which we saw here, it's like, it's your card, Aquarius, because the kings are fixed signs. So this is your card. There's the King of Swords. That's interesting. All the other kings are scary monsters. This king has like a big truth. And when you get to the King of Swords, you've learned how to use the truth with grace, with heart. Like Strength, this is much more of an intellectual self-control. Strength is really that lion fire energy's control of your violence. The King of Swords is control of the way that our truth can be violent. And it is the way that she can be healed, because she's sometimes described as cold. Like she gets clarity and then she acts with it, but she doesn't always think about how that feels for others, whereas the King of Swords will. And the Fool, a new beginning, a new journey, a leap of faith. Well, the Tower tells us that something is coming down, and so that it makes sense to get the Fool, a new beginning, after that. Four of Cups. She's looking at her losses, her regrets. She's actually looking at the ex there. It's almost like she's looking into this pool of water. It's disrupted by her feelings. She's thinking about this jerk, how he failed her. She is either channeling this energy or looking at somebody who has this energy. Kind of a surprise that this person shows up. And yeah, that's interesting, because a Four of Cups, usually you can see a character looking at the empty cups, and then there's an Ace of Cups coming in from behind. So this person could be someone that she, in focusing on her loss, can turn around and see this new guy who's like the match for this gal, her counterpart. And that's the Tower. That's what is surprising. And then it sets you off on a new journey. The Fool takes a leap of faith. I think it's interesting. She's looking at this death's head. It's almost like she's reflecting on what happened in the past, but she's just carelessly also just tossing it away. There's a kind of freedom here. It's like she's just gonna let go of the past and move into this new journey in a very free way. And I have to check my work, but I believe the Fool is another card of Aquarius. I always associate it with Aries, so I don't often talk about that in my readings. But if it is a card of Aquarius, the Leaper of Faith, the Fool, that would be you here, letting go of the past. Either with the wisdom of the King of Swords, or this is the surprise is, hey, here's this person who has learned to use the truth with justice, with gravity, with heart, the King of Swords. So the tarot wants you to know, definitely use music to help you in this healing process. But more generally, is about learning a new skill, doing some work. Moon journey is always work, if that's seems like what you're setting out on. And the Seven of Pentacles affirms that you're putting work in. What else? The Two of Swords, some kind of a dilemma. In your mind, again, the swords is your mind. The Three of Pentacles, I love this card. So Three of Pentacles, it's about building with others. Everybody has something different to offer. This is like an awkward encounter between a monster and a woman. It's like a trans-species collaboration in this card. In the Three of Pentacles, you make a vision real in the world. After a tower, that might be needed. That came up in the Scorpio reading. Here, the Three of Pentacles, we see the two characters in our story. And this appears to be like a hero's journey at this point. And there you are, the hero. You've met this beast. You don't recognize this being as being like you, but you sense there is some kind of collaboration possible here. And then the Five of Cups, more sorrows, more regret, grief. So the Four of Cups speaks of this. This is a much heavier energy. It's also more Scorpio energy because it's about a passageway where you can shift your perspective. Boom, boom. Like I'm focusing on loss and I'm grieving it and it hurts. Or I can turn around and there's a Two of Cups now behind me. There's a new opportunity behind me. Your dilemma here, because you get the Two of Swords, it causes me to ask, like, what's the dilemma between a Three of Pentacles and a Five of Cups. The Three of Pentacles appears to be that you're encountering an ally or more than one ally. They don't totally fit your image of who you're supposed to, like, you're like, this is my counterpart here. I'm supposed to work with this funny monster. I always wonder who's the third being here, because there's usually three characters in a Three of Pentacles. This one, it just has two of you. So that's one choice, is to build something with this strange animal that you don't recognize as being like you, and it's kind of awkward, but we do see them, a gift being offered. Here she's got a necklace in her hand. Or keep focusing on your grief. That is gonna, yeah. And I see her claws here. Sharpness. It makes me think of this one. So you're healing this impulse to stay in the clarity and the power of a Four of Cups or a Five of Cups. Like, that jerk, I'm never going to let that happen to me again. So that's your dilemma. Why the Eight of Earth? This is the work. You have to make this decision. You can choose grief, and grief is totally respectable and honorable, and I support you grieving if that's where you need to be. Or you can move into this connection and this collaboration with this awkward beast. So that's the work. That you're not totally seeing that you have this as a choice. You may feel like you don't have a choice. Okay. We see you in the future as the sun. Beautiful. What else can we find out about how you embody this process of healing? The Knave of Cups, Page of Cups. Just a flirty, light, fun beginning to an adventure. Lots of evidence with the Fool that you're setting out on a new adventure. The Moon Journey is an adventure for sure. A Ten of Swords. There's that sword again that Queen of Swords holds. And the Ten of Swords is when you've accepted that whatever is over is absolutely over. It's stabbed 10 times, it's dead. Here she has, in this case, beheaded the monster. Fantastic, heroic energy. And the angel there, it suggests a transcendence like that of the sun. Really beautiful. So the little Page of Cups, the little Fool gets here. You get to the end of your pain. It was very painful, but you've ultimately cut off the head of the monster. And, Seven of Swords. Interesting. You enter a secret society. That's very opposite of the sun energy. It's very much secretive energy. Very occult feel. Yeah, the Seven of Swords can literally be about dishonesty and theft. This darkness of your moon journey is what I think has happened here, is that you've gone into the secret realm of the moon. You have slain the monster, and that is why we see you embodying authenticity out in the open in the sunlight at the end of your story. Yes. 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 Oh yeah. Underlying energies affirm this. The wheel, the turn of the wheel is a change in your fortune. It is divinely supported, change in your favor. Seven of Pentacles, this is this card again. Very important in this reading. You put the work into something. It's like she's still transparent. She's still not totally complete here. And that's a part of what a moon journey will do. It will make you solid. And the Four of Swords, there's the literal card of healing itself. After you've slain the monster, you need a rest. You rest your mind. You put down the head of the monster that you cut off here in the Ten of Swords, and you rest. You go alone and rest in that. Wow. That is an exciting adventure, Aquarius. I really enjoyed reading your story here. Good luck on your moon journey. It will heal you to do this work. You need to do this work. I see pain, and I see fear, a little jadedness, and a little kind of being locked down. And you're shown here that you have a fantastic adventure to go on, and at the end of it, you get to begin a new, wonderful adventure. There appears to be somebody else here with you on this adventure. Once you return from the land of secrets and shadows of your moon journey, and you slay the monster, whatever that is, it's your inner beast, right? Strength card is another way of talking about you subduing your inner beast. And then you get to rest, a nice little nap. So, go forth, Aquarius. Let me know. I love to hear back from you about how this goes for you. Have a beautiful day.